Hello everybody, Spooky Sam Woman here.
And Jess again. Hi, friends.
Yay! We are back with more Seduce Me, the Otome extra episodes. And this time it's the Prince versus the Brute. This is your ultimate episode.
I like them both.
So this is going to be hard. No pun intended.
Either way, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Let's get started. You want to name it your person? So, because this is your perfect.
Sure.
Please be careful of Meek. Mika phone.
Hello, friends. This is going to be an ASMR video.
I am typing my name now.
I'm typing a J.
Click.
E. An N and an A. It's quite nice.
And then enter.
And then here we go.
Oh, so good. I'll be the narrator and you can...
I can speak myself?
Yes.
I can speak myself.
You can speak yourself.
I can speak myself. I never knew I could speak myself. Oh, God. My contact. Okay, we're good.
I've lived in the mansion for about half a year. Even after I graduated from school, life in the house became one filled with interesting events and experiences.
Oh, okay.
Why? Because I lived with incubi, you fucking pleb.
I was gonna say it sounded like a poem because you said why? Because I live with incubi.
I'm rapping now. This is what my life becomes. My summer vacation became filled with boys living in my home, cooking me food, helping me clean, and overall just being the most intriguing roommates anyone could ever have.
Why is that a bad thing?
That
sounds wonderful.
I mean, imagine it. You walk through the kitchen to get a drink and all of a sudden a really hot guy walks in to grab something with his equally hot brother joining after. Or you meander down the hall and a guy clad in only a towel casually steps out of the bathroom. And you slip a look at that dog.
Why? He's in a towel!
Casually slip a...
It doesn't say where the towel is. It just says he's in a towel.
I mean, it could
Could
just...
be on his head. It could be.
it's just Eric.
He's got just like the turban towel like the girls do, like they wrap it around their hair.
And he's just walking around and Jenna's like...
That's not where you wear the towel, Eric.
And he's like, don't worry about it. There's like a mini turban on his dick.
He's got a mini...
Just enough to cover it, like censor it. But he's like, oh, don't worry, I got you, fam.
Oh, Eric.
Yeah, it's a fantasy perfect for any visual masochist who loves seeing men just like me. However, for me, it was reality. I lived with 5 extremely hot...
a little bit of drool.
Excuse me. Who happened to be demons, and I have slowly grown adjusted to it, where I wasn't internally drooling at the sight of them. I was externally drooling.
You're not internally. Oh my God, it's coming out!
It's just like every time it's like I step in the room with all 5 of them, it's like, hi!
It's fine.
It's like, James, nice to see you. How's your day?
You ever seen Halloween Town?
Yes.
That like burp, fart, whatever, and he's like, anytime he goes to talk, and that's what it's making me think of. You see one of the guys, you're just, oh hey guys!
Oh, it's so gross. I hate that noise, and I hate making that noise. Ugh, it's the disgusting. It was hard, I won't lie. Especially with 2 of the incubi in particular.
Oh, they were hard, alright.
James, the eldest, and Sam, the middle brother. Both were extremely handsome to me, but were on completely opposite ends of the spectrum as to why.
100% true. This is my internal thoughts, actually.
James was the picture-perfect image of a gentleman. He was caring, kind, wise, and extremely conscious of everything around him to where he knew exactly how to handle any problem in his way. He's also into some kinky shit, which is,
I mean, we don't talk about that because that technically never happened, but, you
Soon.
know, I know.
Also, he was tall, which kind of helped in situations, like grabbing the sugar from the top shelf.
Or, you know... Sorry, hey! James, can you help me reach the top shelf? Even though I'm 5'9", but that's fine, and I'm usually made fun of because I'm tall.
Sorry.
I want to check out the dishes for any cracks.
Huh? Certainly.
What are you doing on the...
Why? Why are you checking for cracks?
Are you eating your food so vigorously that you just have to, like...
I can't cut this steak! Again!
It's just
Mr.
Sam.
Incredible.
It's just Sam. He gets so mad, like, trying to eat certain foods.
He just cracks the plate sometimes.
Just everyone's at dinner. You just hear... And everyone's just like, Sam, seriously, again? What the fuck? This is your 7th plate in the last 2 days. And he's like, I'm sorry.
I'm the brute. What am I supposed to do?
He just slams, I'm the brute. What do you want from me? Just walks out so dramatically. And then James is like, and then Matthew's like,
That's why we put them on the top shelf, so that Sam can't reach them.
unbeknownst to us, Sam is the shortest of them all.
I always date short men.
Except James, he's the tallest.
Oh, right.
His height proved to be very useful, especially when I caught him shirtless. Why? How? Okay, add on the
Go
fact
ahead.
that he wore glasses, had perfectly groomed hair, spoke many different languages, and was the new CEO of my grandfather's company, and you had perfection in singular being. Look at that hunk. On the other hand, Sam was on the opposite end of the spectrum in terms of
about this one.
personality and lifestyle compared to James. With toned muscle and strength for days, Sam never failed to make my jaw drop with the simplest of actions.
Grr! I can't carry this!
She just...
Oh no! It's too heavy! I hope somebody's here to help me!
Sam's just like sitting in that chair over there and he's like,
Who are you talking to? Bitch, I'm right here.
you can ask for me specifically. My name's Sam.
Hi.
I live with you.
Hello.
I can help
gave you your first kiss, friend? Hi.
Uh-huh.
Strongest of the incubi. Fastest of the incubi.
Hottest of the incubi, even though that's just my personal opinion.
I mean...
Hey-o.
Hey, you need help lifting that?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd appreciate it.
While many people imagine him to be a total ass, once you get close to him, he was actually a pretty nice guy. He worked as a police officer dedicated to the serving justice,
Justice.
Batman, but always had time to help around the house and play video games with the 2 younger incubi.
He's Batman.
I don't know if I can imagine Damien playing video games. Yeah, he's Batman. James and Sam stood out to me, and I couldn't get my mind off of either of them. Sometimes I wound up picturing both incubi charming me at once before I had to smack my head with a pillow to snap back in reality. No, girl, don't.
Continue.
Yeah, seriously.
You do you, bish.
Yeah. Whatever helps you.
And if you need to show us visuals of what you're also picturing, I mean, that would help us to understand what you're going.
You mean the viewers.
Right.
The viewers.
Right.
The-
Right.
Viewers. A charming gentleman or a down-to-earth heartthrob. My heart was split.
Heartthrob, 100%. I mean, yeah. Continue. Sorry.
It's okay. Even in my own home, I was lost in trying to decide. I couldn't have both. I knew that wasn't fair to claim both.
Go
What if they're
ahead.
okay with it?
Yeah. What if they want a threesome?
I mean, I know that's not the plot of this one right now, but
Could be.
maybe they make another
mean-
one where that's the plot.
I mean, coming soon.
To a theater near you.
I wish.
Oh my god. That'd be the best thing. Just fucking go to an empty theater and just play fucking visual novels on the big screen. Just be like,
You get to choose who you want, your route kind of thing before you go into the movie kind of thing.
just be like, hi, I'm here to play Seduce Me the Otome. I'm going after Matthew. Please, don't fuck this up for me. I will give you an extra $10 as a tip not to fuck up. I want that cute man.
Somehow pulls him out of the video game. Real person, here, you gave me 10 extra dollars. Take them.
You just leave with the Matthew and you're just like, you don't know that was a counterfeit.
You didn't know that was fake. I printed that this morning.
Deep within my heart, I understood that I could only devote my life to one, yet it temporarily yearned for 2. What the hell was I gonna do?
Hey, you alright?
Absolutely not, Sam.
I'm
Looking-
actually half left.
What is the sharpest object I have
Right
in
here.
this building?
I am the sharpest object.
Cool, bash me in the head.
Cool.
Donk! Looking up, I was met with Sam gently laying a hand on my head and rustling my hair gently. Oh, his simple touch made my cheeks warm up, but I shook my head, pretending that nothing was wrong.
No, I'm alright.
Liar.
You sure? You look like something was seriously bugging you.
It's not like It's not like I just want to see you unbutton that fucking.
It's not like I just want
Varsity jacket
to
with
have a
one more
threesome
button.
with you and your eldest brother, James, because I want fuck both sides of the spectrum. I'm fine, really.
Is there something we can help with?
Ah! No! But what?
Just
I mean,
my
if you're
luck.
offering.
You just lay down on the dinner table and it's like, perhaps
Dinner is served.
James entered the dining room on the other side of my seat, cell phone in hand as his thumb quickly tapped a long text out to someone. Despite accomplishing this, his focus was on me, eager like Sam to know if I was okay. I half expected the others to show up as well. Sam took his hand off my head as I looked at the entrance of the dining room curiously.
Seriously, guys, I'm fine. Where are the others?
Well, I just got word that Matthew's working overtime at the company, trying to perfect a toy he's been designing. Eric is at his tailor shop working on a commissioned suit, and Damien is assisting him for the evening.
Aw.
So
Fuck you.
we have the house to ourselves.
For a good long while.
So it's just us.
Wow, did you know that this visual novel episode is called Threesome? Cause, wow. Moving.
I like questioned it for a second. I'm like, was it? I'm pretty sure that's not what it was called.
Yep. Got a preference for dinner? I've been craving steak.
I have other meat that you could eat.
Want to share it with the class? Not the meat, just the idea of the meat.
Well, I would prefer chicken tonight. We'd appreciate your opinion on the matter.
Fuck. I apologize. If I actually do have to choose, 100% steak. You don't turn steak down.
I do love me a good
Rare steak.
Dustin.
JP likes his cooked.
Same.
I like mine still fucking moving.
Same.
Yeah, cut it off the cow, give it to me.
Yeah, just like put salt, some pepper, some other shit. Like, put it in my
Slap
face.
it in the face. Fucking flex tape it to me.
Flex tape my steaks on my face.
Shove it in the mouth and flex tape it closed. I'm sorry, what?
Flex tape.
Fucking flex tape.
Flex steak.
Flex steak. How did I not think of that? Oh god. Anywho.
Oh fuck.
Did you both forget I can't eat meat? I'm a vegan. I forgot to tell you in the past like 5 minutes.
Wow, I'm kicking myself out of my own house. Goodbye, everyone.
You guys have the house. Bye. Stack A.
Stack. But we can also, we'll probably after
Do both routes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Samuelola coming for you.
Yeah.
I
Same.
needed steak.
That's not the only thing.
James gave me a slight nod before walking in the kitchen in silence. Sorry, babe. I mean, James. Sam, on the other hand, gave me a toothy grin before walking over to the seat near me and sitting down. I was a little confused to see Sam so happy for a meal preference, but I shrugged and smiled back.
I like steak.
James took his time in making dinner. Regardless of what he was making, James always made dinner smell absolutely delicious. I couldn't wait to dig in. Though, on James's side, I do love some good chicken and rice.
I do like chicken and rice. God damn it.
I love chicken. I love rice. I love rice and chicken. I am drooling. Wow.
I'm just hungry. This is making me hungry. Out of all things, it's making me hungry.
It's like there's a
Not
myriad
even
of...
for the sex. I'm just hungry for food.
Sam is just like, are you hungry? And you're like,
Yeah, actually.
it's like, yeah, I could... Why don't we go to the Cheesecake Factory?
I was thinking we eat out tonight. Yeah, Cheesecake Factory.
And he's just like,
This dumb bitch.
while I admire your enthusiasm, I was thinking in a different light. You want me to... I can
Shut this off.
click?
Wait, I got this. Don't worry. Different light.
Let's go to the Cheesecake Factory. I took the time to get lost in some online videos. There were a couple of cool Let's Players that I've been following.
Hell
Like me!
yeah.
Like me! Hi! I'm here!
Let's play. Ha! Okay.
Words! And I always managed to find the time to watch and play new games, especially indie games. There were a large amount of girls I admire in the Let's Play community. Hi! Hi!
Girl.
And I made sure to stay up to date with each of them. They deserved it, all of it. Yeah, same with you, buckos! It's like a unisex term.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, buckos. Sam, however, kept his focus to his cell phone for some reason, typing and waiting as if he was in a texting war with someone. He's probably texting like...
He's texting James while he's in the kitchen. He's like, motherfucker, I wanted chicken. I don't give a fuck. I want steak.
You just look over at his phone. He just like looks away and his text is open and it's just like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck
No,
you,
fuck you.
fuck you.
Oh boy.
He had thankfully learned how to read and write, so texting was easy for him. He was never really attached to his phone in the first place. My curiosity got the better of me.
What are you doing?
Oh, just texting.
Who are you texting?
Oh, Nanya.
Nunya. Nunya who?
How do you fall for this?
Nanya business.
How do you know of this? You were a demon. You shouldn't know about these, like, fucking 90s references.
Sam, don't be rude.
Thank you, James.
I was gonna say the first people that they like came into contact with was your grandfather. 90s references, so yeah, he's old and dead.
Oh. I don't think today's a good day for that.
No.
Let's go on, James.
Anywho. Oh.
Are we about to eat this food in
Are
a
we-
very sensual manner? Give me...
Spoon. What? We're eating steak. Why do you have a spoon?
Because it's so
Just go with
tender.
it. Go.
Cut it with a spoon.
Even tender steak, you can't cut it with a spoon. Oh, you're putting the spoon all over their face.
And they're like, oh, there's juice on it. Stop.
What did you put on this? It's not even steak juice.
And you're just like...
Okay.
James finally stepped in with a plate of food in each hand and a third plate on his elbow. Like this or like this?
He's got it like. Oh wait. Yeah, that wouldn't. We'll put it like there.
Like he's just being...
Oh wait.
He's just being a
Oh,
fucking...
right here, elbow. So he's got like 2 plates and then a plate right here, kind of.
Or
thing.
he could just be a fucking show off and just be like...
Here. it's like on the plate, like. I got it. Don't worry.
And Sam's just like, it's fucking bullshit again.
I can carry way more than that because I'm strong.
And I have more dexterity, so I could even fucking balance it on a stick.
On my elbow.
He served me, then Sam, then set the third plate on the seat across from Sam for himself. To my surprise, James didn't make a pasta dish, but I love pasta. James had made perfect filet mignons with mushrooms, pairing it with mashed potatoes and green beans. I hate green beans! I felt a little
you know-
underdressed just how fancy this dish was, but that did not stop me from tucking in.
As in like tucking in like a napkin.
Gotcha.
Tucking in because it's fancy. You know what's really good? Filet mignon with mushrooms with béarnaise sauce.
What's béarnaise sauce?
It's like a it's like a creamy, buttery kind of like sauce or whatever. It's got like these herbs and spices in it. It's really freaking good for especially with steak. I'll have to make it for you one of these days.
So good. Oh.
Anywho, now that I'm really fucking hungry.
Now I'm horny for
Thanks for
food.
cooking, James.
Wow, the fucking sarcasm. Thanks for cooking, James.
You're welcome, Sam.
Oh, wow. I can cut the fucking tension with a spoon. I mean, jeez.
This dinner is delicious.
So were you boys. I mean.
I had to stop for a moment and look up at the two brothers just from the sound of their voices. Something was up.
And it's not their dicks.
Yet.
Is something wrong?
Both, as if synchronized by my voice, turned to me in surprise before shaking their heads. Okay, this is weird.
We're fine. Just hurry up and eat, doofus.
It hurts. It goes straight to the heart when he says that. I love it.
Oh.
Sam, why must you use the term doofus? It seems rather insulting, don't you think?
It's not insulting to me. I find it quite cute.
Same.
Wait, what?
What's wrong with it? It's just a nickname.
A negative one at best.
Yeah, you mean, guys.
There's nothing wrong with the word doofus. You're just overthinking it.
Could be, but I also tend to give people a little more respect than calling them random titles.
You call me love. You call.
Yeah, we're not even in love. Yet.
Bitch. Guys! Thank you. I had to yell, sorry.
Silence took over at last, but the boys still kept glaring at each other as if their fight continued on in their heads. What the heck was wrong with them?
What the hell? What the heck is wrong with you? What the heck is going on? Why are you two fighting?
No reply. It was like their mental fight turned into a war.
A demon war.
Oh, this is the sequel. Wow. I didn't want to make things worse by siding with one or the other without knowing what was truly going on, so I had to get out of the situation and make them solve things like the brothers they were.
I'm gonna take my plate. I'm gonna go upstairs to my room. You guys have a good night.
Be like, hey, wow, this steak is gonna taste a lot better in my bedroom. See you.
I'm gonna go take a nap.
I had only eaten a portion of my dinner. My appetite was already spoiled.
I don't fucking think so. You sit there and you eat that steak.
Yeah.
You asked for it, bitch. You know what? I'm just gonna eat in my room. You two need to seriously talk and stop fighting.
That seemed to break them out of their stare down. Both boys stared at me in surprise.
You don't have to.
Oh, shit. We're sorry.
Good night, guys. I'll see you both in the morning.
I shook my head as I took the plate and left the dining room. Yeah, I needed to give them space.
I'm sorry. We just keep doing that.
I just love the way Sam, like, reacted. He's like, oh shit, I'm sorry. They needed to sort out whatever hostility was between them alone.
Fight.
As much as I cared for them both, they were adults and they needed to figure out things on their own, including a boxing match for my love. I finished dinner and did some work before going to bed. Maybe tomorrow they'd be okay.
Mud wrestling.
Naked mud wrestling.
That's the only kind.
Just what the hell was that about?
Oh no! It's a full moon too. Oh!
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh boy.
James, don't be a little bitch.
Don't start
Oh.
that ignorant bullcrap, James.
Oh!
I know you were trying to make me look like an ass back there.
I like this drawing.
Same.
I don't have to make you look like anything, Sam. You already do that enough yourself.
Oh.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you really that obsessed about trying to show that you're better than me? That you'd stoop this low?
I have a pimple on my arm. I just gotta pop at it because it's bothering me. Thanks.
We'll take a minute.
That's okay. Thanks. All right, let's go.
Trust me, if I was obsessed, you would not be able to be anywhere near this house. I'm merely trying to show my respect where it belongs and be a good role model.
So wait, are we hearing this, or is this just kind of going on?
I think this is kind of just going on.
Okay.
Is ass kissing what you call respect? How about treating someone like a normal person instead of shoving them onto a pedestal?
Let go of me, Almaris.
He used his real. He used his real name.
You know that's what
Are you gonna call him Bastro?
You mean...
I mean Rastro?
He's gonna be like,
Wait, did you just?
Sam?
Do you have feelings for me?
And it's just like,
After all this time? Wait, did you just? Sam? Did you have feelings for me?
Sam?
After all this time? Wait, did you just? Sam? Did you have feelings for me? After all this time? Wait, did you just? Sam? Did you have feelings for me? After all this time? Wait, did you just? Sam? Did you have feelings for me? After all this time? Wait, did you just? Sam? Did you have feelings for me? After all this time? Wait, did you just? Sam? Did you have feelings for me? After all this time? Wait, did you just? Sam? Did you have feelings for me? After all this time? Wait, did you just? Sam? Did you have feelings for me? After all this time? Wait, did you just? Sam? Did you have feelings for me? After all this time? Wait, did you just? Sam? Did you have feelings for me? After all this time? Wait, did you just? Sam? Did you have feelings for me? After all this time? Wait, did you just? Sam Maybe we can't have that threesome.
You want to start using our real names now, Raystro? I have no problem solving this like the demons we are, your fucking highness.
Oh, yes! Fucking get him, Sam!
Oh, fuck.
I thought I liked Sam before.
Mm.
Woo!
As much as you're threatening to put you in your place, I'm sure that we both would not like to go down that path.
Ah.
Go down something.
Let's go down.
Right. Because you have a reputation of being a gentleman.
I mean, yeah, we did say that he was the most gentlemanly person we've ever met, so
I don't see a problem with having such a reputation when it's true.
Just because you're a gentleman doesn't make you better than me. I'd rather look someone in the eyes as an equal than be a perfectionist prick with a superiority complex.
he makes a lot of good points.
Si, senor.
Maybe so. Still, that doesn't mean I will concede to you over this.
I don't plan to back down either.
I guess
We're
right.
at an impasse.
We're at an impasse.
Indeed. We'll just have to wait and see who she chooses.
I mean, it's Sam. We already chose the steak.
No, we already chose. There's no going back now. We chose.
Fork in the steak is done for.
Got a little overcooked. If that's the case. Huh? It's a little overcooked. If that's the case.
Steak is ruined.
Fucking chicken. Sorry.
And then James is like, yay!
Yeah, look, I told you.
The next morning, there was a strange air in the house. Eric, Matthew, and Damien were all up and off to work at dawn as if a fire had started when the sun rose. I knew they had work, but to leave without saying bye was out of place for all of them.
I got it this time.
Good.
Oh, that fucking hurt. Morning.
Morning.
Totally just pop a pimple.
Good morning, miss.
I missed that. I missed you. God damn it.
I was left alone with James and Sam again. James had taken the day off to clean the house, and Sam was off duty, claiming the front yard for his rare Tai Chi practice. Part of me hoped that they had resolved whatever issue they had. They had not. They had not.
Nope, they're waiting.
Wow. A small inkling in my gut, however, told me otherwise. That was it.
Wasn't me that time. That's disappointing. I'm highly disappointed in myself. That's fine.
James had made breakfast for us,
Oh.
but both he and Sam had finished and left the dining room to attend to their own agendas. I ate in silence, trying to discern my own thoughts.
That's awkward.
As I finished my last bite, I slumped into my chair and sighed, wondering what the heck was going on. I didn't want to intrude, but maybe I had to this time. Maybe the problem was just that bad. I looked out the window of the dining room, catching sight of James tending to the flowers. As I turned to the archway into the main hall, I imagined Sam going outside in some meditation pose on the yard. Who was I going to approach about this?
Go to Sam.
I gotta go to Sam.
Sorry, Sam. Sam was pretty chill.
Pretty chill. Sam was pretty chill with me, so I only assumed he would be more open to talk about the problem than James would have been. I walked out to the front yard, catching Sam slowly moving from energy pose to energy pose in his Tai Chi. I felt slightly guilty for walking in, but Sam called out to me without interrupting his movements.
Hey, need me for something?
Oh, a lot of things. Huh? No,
For a moment, I grew flustered. I didn't want to be rude and interrupt his Tai Chi.
I'm just wondering where your sleeves went. Sorry.
Am I gonna find them in the house somewhere? However, Sam froze in a pose and moved his hand to wave me over.
You're also
Come
not-
over and spit it out. Can't read your mind like Damien.
Be a lot
First of
easier.
all, you have no shirt on underneath that jacket. Second of all, spitters are quitters. Third of all,
Continue! I want to know where this goes.
I can't think of my third of all. Third of all,
Fuck!
that's what I want. Yep. Okay.
With a small grimace, I walked over beside him. Naturally, I felt myself join him in his movements as he began to work through his forms again. Still, I came out here for a reason, and it wasn't to do Tai Chi.
Sam,
Mm-hmm.
is everything okay between you and James?
For a moment, Sam seemed to hesitate in his pose transition. After a small sigh, Sam stood up straight and looked at me, causing me to straighten up as well.
It's a really stupid reason, okay? James and I are kind of... I guess you can say we're fighting. But You don't want to make it bigger than it is, you know? It's just something between us.
I'm sorry, is there anything I can do to help?
Sam stared at me in silence, but I could almost see a million thoughts running in his head through his gaze. Was the situation really that private?
I don't know what else is private.
To my surprise, Sam lowered his gaze to the ground and his dick between us, almost as if he was ashamed of something. Was it regret to say something, to say anything at all, or was he ashamed to hold back?
Look, I really want to tell you, but it's kind of personal, okay?
Sam.
I could see him try and form words in his mouth at me speaking his name, but he simply shut his eyes tightly and gritted his teeth. What was going on that had him so tied emotionally? Suddenly, Sam reached out and softly took my hands into his, staring down at them.
We don't want you to get involved, okay? It wouldn't be fair for you to get in the middle and pick sides like that. This may be a shitty situation, but we're not gonna put you in that position.
What do you mean?
I know I sound like a shitty person for pushing you away like this, but it's really not something we can get you involved in, alright?
You say so. Sam rubbed his thumbs over the back of my hands, unable to look me in the eyes. I, however, didn't know how to feel.
You shouldn't be influenced by either of us.
What was that supposed to mean? Before I could do more, my phone began to buzz.
Huh? Excuse me?
Sam silently nodded and returned to his Tai Chi as I quickly rushed inside and answered. Much to my displeasure, my parents had called me, checking up on me and asking if I was prepared for college. I had recently graduated from high school a month prior and was on my way to go to college, which was a quick commute from the mansion.
Tammy, go to college.
Cooling. I rushed to my room to continue the call, knowing that my ear would be attached to the phone for a while if both my mom and dad shared it in talking to me. It escaped me how long I was on the phone with them. When I finally was able to hang up, it was already time for lunch. Shit.
That was a long
Oh
conversation.
my god, I don't think I could handle being on the phone for that long, no matter who it is.
Great.
I slowly made my way down to the dining room, thinking on something simple to eat, when my worries about Sam and James became real once again. Uh-oh.
Would you get out of the kitchen, Sam?
Why? I'm trying to make lunch.
That requires you to make a mess.
Hey, I'm trying to be nice and make all of us lunch, you ungrateful prick.
Oh no.
I rushed into the dining room, but stopped as James spoke again.
Do you think making this mess will get her appreciation?
What?
Since when the hell was that your business?
Since you decided to come in and use up the ingredients I was going to use for our lunch.
I'm sorry, alright? I just want to.
You want to try and impress her with cooking, taking away a job I do in the house in hopes to earn her affections.
So what if I am? You're not the only person in this house who can cook for her.
At least I don't have to make a mess to show my affection for her.
They both liked me? What?
Such an asshole.
Really pushing the limits of my patience, Sam.
What are you gonna do, huh?
I'm not gonna like the way this ends. That's it.
I'm not yelling. Both of you! Stop it! Stop.
The kitchen was a mess. Sam and James were nose to nose with each other, anger flaring in their eyes before they turned to me in fear.
I don't see that.
Yeah, Sam does not look fearful. James does. Sam just looks neutral. They were caught red-handed, and I was gonna set them straight whether they wanted me to be involved or not.
Both of you? Dining room. Now.
I fought back the angry snarl in my voice.
I didn't.
This was ridiculous. They were fighting each other over me? Despite feeling flattered, I was not gonna let this continue on. I glared hard at the both of them, causing them to slowly make their way out of the kitchen into the dining room, heads hung low in shame. I kept my eyes on them until they both sat at the table, one seat separating them. At least they respected who still owned the house.
You will both sit here in silence until I tell either of you to speak. Got it?
James and Sam nodded, staring at the table like children who are about to be grounded. Seriously. I, however, took some time to fix the kitchen and make quick sandwiches for lunch. It gave me time to think of my plan of attack. They both liked me. That's why they were hiding the fight from me. They didn't want me to pick sides, and now it had gone too far. I felt conflicted. Both were being idiots about the situation. Were they that jealous of each other? Then again, they were brothers who liked the same person. I let out a sign, placed my plate of food on the crook of my elbow, while I carried both of their plates into the dining room with my hands. After setting down our food, I crossed my arms and looked at both Sam and James.
First of all, doesn't matter who makes food for this house as long as it's done without something exploding and any mess made is cleaned after.
James grimaced and Sam lowered his head further, timidly scratching his head.
Second, this fight between you two needs to end. I don't care who started it, but I am not someone to fight over, especially not like this.
At that, James and Sam stared up at me in shock. As their mouths opened in shock, I held my hand up to ensure no sound would erupt from either party.
Look, this is a really bad situation, I get it. However, fighting each other is not going to help anything. I care about both of you.
A part of my heart began to break. I really did care for and love both. But eventually I was gonna have to choose one.
Right now.
This was gonna hurt.
So, I'm going to need some time to think about this. No matter how this goes, I hope you'll both respect my decision.
They stared at me, but they nodded in unison. As the situation hit them, they slumped their shoulders and returned their focuses down to the table.
Do either of you have anything to say now?
No, miss. Just that we are extremely sorry.
Yeah, we're sorry. Take as much time as you need, alright?
Good. Oh, it's fine. Thank you.
This was a very sad decision. James was the gentleman who treated me like no other man had before. But Sam was the kind of man who made me feel safe and kept me down to earth. Time began to fly by without me noticing it. I remained silent for both of them about my choice for days, weeks. That's a long-ass time.
Months, years.
Decades. I was 57.
Centuries.
I was 134 years old when I finally gave my decision. It was neither. I loved none of them.
I loved Simon.
Simon Cowell, your time has come!
Someone finally likes you!
He's just like,
I'm a square head.
They respected my silence and remained civil to each other.
Oh, I'd hope so.
Yeah, seriously. I truly cared for both.
And yet,
I knew one of them made me feel special. While the love I had for the other was deep, the affection I had for the man I truly adored seemed to be endless. How did it take me this long to figure out? I'm 134 years old. I'm fucking dead.
I'm buried next to my grandfather at this point.
He's like, you could have maybe,
Hurried up?
Yeah.
I could have freaking given you the choice. Like, I could have picked it for you.
I could have just been like, ooh, James. But then you would have been like, nah. Then it would have been, ooh, Sam. You would have been, nah.
That's what I've been doing for the past 134 years.
I stared at my bed sheets, lost in thought. I had made up my mind, yet I was so worried about hurting the one I did not choose. No. It was okay. They would not hold any ill will against me or the one I chose. I knew deep in my heart that it was the case here. I just had to be brave and follow my heart. And my heart wanted
Sam.
Samantha.
You go get her. You go get her.
I slowly made my way down the stairs, hoping to catch one of the boys in the dining room or kitchen.
Huh? Oh.
Oh, hello, miss.
Hi.
Is this gonna be the opposite? Is it gonna...
I smiled softly. He seemed to be relaxed.
Hey, James.
We stared at each other for a long moment before James smiled and gestured to the backyard.
Sam is outside.
Huh?
I am well aware of your affections for Sam, miss. It is much deeper than I could ever imagine receiving.
God damn it! He's so sweet about it!
Fuck, James!
Hey.
I walked up to him and placed my hand on his cheek, frowning slightly. But he's really tall, so it was kind of like this.
It was kind of like jumping a little bit.
It was on my tippity-tippity
It was
toes.
just one finger touching. I still care about you, James.
Despite carrying sad eyes, James nodded and smiled in return.
And I you. No. You should go to him and let him know how you feel. He deserves to hear it now.
I hate this. A part of me felt relieved to know that James was gonna be okay.
But the other part of me...
I nodded to him and raised my arms to him, offering a hug. James was much taller and his embrace completely warmed me. James wrapped his arms around me in a friendly hug, giving me a quick squeeze before releasing me and bowing. After he stood back up, James made his way to the dining room. At that moment, I knew I was okay.
Sam?
At my call, I pinned my sights onto the man in question. He was staring at the moon, breaking his sights to turn to me at my voice.
Huh? Hey, what's up?
I couldn't help getting a small grin on my face.
I had a smile this whole time. Well, Sam, I want to tell you something.
What is it?
I took in a breath. He was answering a question long overdue. My heart was skipping beats and my face was began to warm a slight blush. I can't fucking speak because I'm so nervous. This was it.
Sam. I choose you, Pikachu!
I'm glad we
Yeah, I choose you!
donk. A moment of silence.
You gotta wait, and he's gonna like bump out, try to like get out of the Pokeball.
Yeah.
I don't
You
even
caught
know-
a Sam.
You caught an incubi.
What do we do with it now?
Well, we're in charge of it. We use it however we want.
Sam stared at Sam stared at me in shock at my words, taking in what I had said. My chest finally relaxed and joy slowly took over my expression.
Oh!
With a grateful look and grin, Sam gently held his hand out to
I
me.
promise to do everything I can to make you happy. Thank you.
Oh, it's so cute. No, Sam, thank you for loving me. Oh,
Something in my heart clicked. I had made the right
it's
choice.
such a cute picture.
What would happen between us? All I knew was that I would find a perfect, happy ending in his arms.
Oh.
Chaining the monster.
It's not the only thing we're gonna be doing. Super-boo.
We're gonna do. I almost said Sam again. Let's do chicken. I'm just gonna read anything that's new.
Tonight was chicken night.
Yeah! Sam shrugged, moving and taking his seat at the table. James, however, smiled and nodded before walking towards the kitchen, but not before giving my shoulder a slight squeeze. Oh!
Huh?
I looked up at James to catch a small smirk on his lips before he vanished into the kitchen. What?
Skip. Skip.
Escape? Oh, shit.
Ah.
Something about pasta was before this. James had made us all chicken parmesan with farfalle pasta. I can't pronounce that correctly, so just ignore that. I was ecstatic just from the sight, but the smell of the fresh garlic and sauce melting with the cheese was in mouthwater. Chicken parmesan!
Thanks for cooking, James.
You're welcome, Sam.
I had to stop for him. I can skeep?
Skip.
I can't skeep.
Ah, fight, yes.
Let's go help a James.
Jams.
I knew that James had a better level head, so speaking to him about trouble was much easier than speaking to Sam. I walked out to the garden looking over to see James pulling out weeds and resoiling some of the plants around the windows.
Weed? We're growing the weeds.
At my gaze, James stopped and turned to me with a smile.
Did you enjoy breakfast?
Ha, it's not the only thing I enjoyed. Yeah, thank you. James?
What is it?
Can I ask you about what happened last night?
For a moment, James seemed to stare at me in silence before turning his gaze to the flowers in front of him and closing his eyes.
I must apologize for that. Sam and I are having some personal issues as of late.
What do you mean? Is there anything I can do to help?
James shook his head and stood up, walking over to me with a small, reassuring smile.
I'm afraid this is something we'll both have to deal with for a while in private. It's nothing major.
I didn't like the sound of that. Something was off in his speech. I knew better than that. I wasn't stupid.
James.
I reached forward and grabbed James's hand, uncaring for the dirt that stained it. He stared at me in shock, but didn't pull away. Good.
Let me help. You and Sam are brothers. You shouldn't be fighting like this.
At that moment, I could see guilt paint over his expression as he lowered his head.
We are brothers. But
I could see him try and form words in his mouth, but he would not let his voice fill out what he wanted to say. It was like he was holding back some sort of big secret, one I needed to hear. To my surprise, however, he gently pulled his hand away from my grasp.
But this is something we really can't let you get involved in. I'm sorry. Please understand.
James.
I wish I could tell you the situation, but we don't want you to be put into a position where you feel uncomfortable and be forced to choose sides.
That's exactly what Sam said.
God, they really are brothers. With the back of his clean hand, James gently brushed a strand of hair from the side of my face to behind my ear.
You deserve to freely make your own choices.
That's what free will is, yes.
What did that mean?
Free will, I just explained it.
Before I could think more on it, my phone began to buzz. Huh? Excuse me.
Oh, bitch.
James silently nodded and returned to his work as I quickly rushed inside to answer. But James... I slowly made my way down the stairs,
Go ahead.
hoping to catch one of the boys in the dining room or kitchen.
Huh? Oh!
Hey,
Oh no.
I smiled softly. He seemed more relaxed than I imagined.
Hey, Sam.
We stared at each other for a long moment before Sam let out a small, defeated laugh.
James is outside.
Huh?
I know you well enough to know that you love him, and you're set on telling him. I had a snowball's chance in hell against James.
Hey.
I walked up to him and placed my hand on his cheek,
He's
frowning
easier because
slightly.
he's not that tall.
Yeah, this is just like a... right here. Good level.
Good. I still care about you, Sam.
Despite carrying sad eyes, Sam smiled back and rustled my hair.
And I care about you. No. Don't keep him in suspense. Might as well go let him know how you feel.
A part of me felt relieved to know Sam was going to be okay.
It's not gonna be okay.
I nodded to him and raised my arms to him, offering a hug. Sam was always the best at giving strong hugs.
I do like me my strong hugs.
Sam wrapped his arms around me in a friendly hug, giving me a quick squeeze before releasing me and saluting on his way to the dining room. At that moment,
At that moment.
at that moment, I knew I was okay.
oh boy. James!
At my call, I pinned my sight onto the man in question. He was staring at the flowers around the gazpacho, stopping it to turn to me at my voice.
Miss, is everything all right?
I couldn't help getting a small grin on my face.
Everything's good, James. I just wanted to tell you something.
What is it?
I'm gonna fuck your brother. I chose you, but I'm gonna fuck your brother.
It's just like, well, I have good news and bad news. Give me the good news first. I choose you. I'm honored. What's the bad news? I'm gonna fuck your brother.
That'll finalize my decision.
He's like, what? But like, right now? She's like, yep, right now.
No, already happened. He's really fast, so you know. He's better
like,
than you.
He's like, Sam.
Anywho.
I took in a breath. It was answering a question long overdue. My heart was skipping beats and my face began to warm in a slight blush. This was it.
James, I choose you!
He's like, oh God! A moment of silence.
As the ball. Boing, 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 boing.
Yay, we caught a James.
I don't even know if that's actually the
I don't
Pokemon
remember.
music. Alright, cool.
James stared at me in shock at my words, taking in what I had said. My chest finally relaxed and joy slowly took over my expression.
Oh, that's cute too.
James gently held out his hand to me, holding his other to his chest.
I don't deserve you, but I would be honored to make you happy for as long as you will have me.
I know you will, James. I know you will.
Something in my heart clicked. I had made the right choice.
It wasn't the mouse that clicked. It was.
What would happen to us? All I knew was that I would find a perfect happy ending in his arms. The princess and the prince. No! No, Eric! Eric is the prince. You.
Yeah, but he's the actual prince.
Fuck, you're right, man. I know, but I'm princess. Eric calls me princess.
You're right.
Fuck. Anyway.
It should have been the Mist and the Mister or something like that. Because he calls you Miss.
Yeah.
Still been like Miss and Mister.
It still works.
Bass drum.
Bass drum.
I still like Sam.
I don't think that was gonna
I'm
sway your
sorry.
decision
I'm
in any
sorry.
way.
No, James is really gentlemanly, and it's really nice.
They're both good characters.
I have a soft spot for Sam. I always will. It's right there. Where is your heart compared to your boobs? Isn't it like underneath?
I think it's supposed to be like right, like
Is it
down.
in between? Like there?
Please excuse the boob anatomy.
I'm just confused. I went through anatomy and I don't even know where my heart is.
Same.
Somewhere in this general direction.
Do I get points for that?
10 points to Gryffindor.
10 points to Gryffindor.
Perfect.
Anyway, that was the Prince versus the Brute. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. Share with your friends if they like not being able to pick between two hot brothers. Because God knows that happens so often.
Yeah, because that's so lifelike.
Damn.
Especially Incubi brothers.
I need to have more magic grandpas in my life.
Yeah, I know.
Damn it.
And be rich.
Bye-bye!
The one that texted me this has never seen that many, like, SpongeBob episodes. She's only seen, like, maybe two of them.
Uh-huh.
Because she doesn't think that they're that funny. Or she, like, was forced to watch the 2 episodes or whatever when she was a kid. And she never, like, continued watching it. But then me and my other coworker, Adri, that I graduated with, we always, like, reference it. And she's just... I'm assuming this is a SpongeBob reference. You understand. Yup.
I'm
So
marrying
she
that
sent
man.
me this. You don't even understand. I'm crying. It's fine.
Alright, we are recording the voice. We are recording the game. Would you like Hot Man?
Bam Bam.
Yeah.
Oh
Ooh.
wow, that really focused nicely.
That focus.
Wow. He's a nice man.
Yes, a nice man.
Quite. Okay. You gonna puke?
Like I had to burp, but it just like stayed there.
I got nervous. Nervous? You got nervous?
I got the nerves.
Well, I hope so. Then you couldn't feel anything if you didn't.
Come out! Come out, wherever you are.
Just tell people to come out.
Gay people of the world!
It's fucking rude. Come out of your closet.
Just someone burst open my closet door. Yes.
You told me to!
Get the fuck back in there.
Maurice, you're not supposed to come out of there.
We used to have
We
this,
taped it closed for a reason.
we used to have this long running joke in my family that my friend Lily for Christmas gave me a Christmas hooker named Janice. And I kept her in my closet. And every time she would call me, she would be like, "So, you feeding Janice?" I'm like, "Fuck, I knew I was forgetting something today."
Janice. That's such a... It's such a secretary name. So it just made me think like she's like in the closet on like a desk or something like
She
that,
was
like
just sitting there,
typing,
she's
and
like-
she just, I'm editing your videos.
She's got like a sexy Mrs. Claus like lingerie on, and she was just like.
You just open the door, you're just like, just grabbing a jacket. She's like,
It's like, good evening, Janice. How are you tonight? Very busy.
very busy.
Yeah, I have a lot of calls. She's like, always. Have a good night, Janice. Okay.
I'll keep the nightlight on for you.
There's it's cold, but there's pizza left over if you want some. Feel free
Totally up to you.
feel free to have some. Not pushing you, because I know you've been watching your figure as of late, but it is
Count your calories.
it
you know?
is extra cheese, so just be careful. Okay.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna sink this. Fuck. Oh fuck, that was not the sink.
This is up.
This is up,
This is down.
and this is down.
Wow, that was beautiful.
What a good sinking that was.
Good. Much yes.
You know what I just realized? I was supposed to have that light on. You know what? Whatever.
I mean,
I can plug it in. Where is the plug? Fuck!
is it gonna reach? Oh. You plugged it in. Oh, wait for it. Wait for it. I'm gonna go blind because I'm gonna be looking at it when you turn it on.
Don't do it.
Oh, this bitch.
My eyes were closed.
Holy. Am I paler now? Do I look even more blonde?
I don't know, let's see.
Yep.
Cool.
I'm not pale, but my hair looks bleach blonde.
Okay.
Onwards.